Yo, so I got the point spreads this week. I got it on my Blues Clues notepad, aka I ripped the beer box apart. All right, I'm gonna need this. All right, so there's two games that I guarantee. So I don't know. All right, NFL Week 8 point spread predictions. So the two games I'm gonna start off with guaranteed. Um, Philly and Buffalo. So they got Buffalo favored by 9.5, and I actually had so I predicted my spreads before I looked at Vegas odds. Okay, so it didn't alter my predictions or whatever. So they had Buffalo favored by 9.5, and I had Philly favored by 1.5. So I take Philly because Philly is a Super Bowl contender. And then also I had let's see, where is it? Right here, Cleveland and New England. Come on, they're the Browns. So I had New England favored by 20.5, and they only had them favored by 12.5. So even if a bunch of people go bet on New England, it's still gonna be safe. They're gonna win by 20.5. Okay, so I'm gonna start down the list. Yeah, this was a notable one. If you're a Minnesota Viking fan, I'd go bet on them too. Cause oh wait, no. If you're a Washington Redskins fan, I'd bet on you guys because you guys shut out the Niners offense, and they have Minnesota favored by 15.5, and I had them favored by 6.5. So it can still fluctuate, and I still feeling confident about Washington because they have a good defense. Their offense is terrible, but I'm just betting on their defense not to let them score more than 15.5. Well, and on mine 6.5. So okay, that was a notable one. So I had kind of like three guarantees. So yeah, Washington, Philly, and New England. I was gonna pick Kansas City over Green Bay, but I think Mahomes is out, so I just scratched that one. All right, so the first one was Washington and Minnesota. They had I already said it, but they have Minnesota favored by 15.5, and I had them favored by 6.5. Seattle at in Atlanta. Seattle had Seattle was favored. I put them 6.5. Vegas had them at 7. LA Chargers in Chicago, I put 0, so I wouldn't bet on that. And they had Chicago favored by not -4. The Giants in Detroit, I had Detroit favored by 6.5. They had them 7. Jets at the Jags, I had the Jags favored by 1.5. They had them favored by 5.5. Just make sure you guys can see this dub jersey. All right, where was I? Cincinnati and LA. I'd bet on LA. I had them favored by 16.5. They had them favored by 13. Buffalo and Tennessee. I had no. The Bucks versus the Titans. I had the Bucks favored by 4.5, and they had Tennessee favored by 2.5. So actually, I'd bet on that one. This is a good week to go to Reno. God damn, I need to be in a parlay. Damn, I need to hit up my friend Duke, Nancy. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. So, okay, okay. Sorry that got me messed up. Philly. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, okay, okay. The Buccaneers, yeah. So I'd bet on them. Philly and Buffalo. We went over that one. That was one of my top ones. Denver and Indianapolis. This was a close one. I had the Colts favored by 6.5. They had them 6. Cardinals in New Orleans. I had New Orleans favored by 6.5. They had them favored by 9.5. Carolina and SF. I had SF favored by 6.5. They had them favored by 5.5. Oakland at Houston. I had Houston favored by 5.5. They had them favored by 6.5. Another close one. Cleveland and New England. I already went over that. Green Bay, Kansas City, went over that. Miami and Pittsburgh. I had Pittsburgh favored by 13.5, and they had them favored by. So I had them 13.5. They had them 14.5. So a lot of them were close. That's how you know I know my shit. All right, peace.